Hey guys, welcome to Chat with your girl KST. Today we are talking Impact Atlanta, Impact ATL, the final episode number 8. And in this episode, it was just closing out the season and stuff like that. Now, and one of the things that I loved about this episode was that basically the girls were showing us the behind the scenes. Like Arya was showing us the behind the scenes of like having a model and like testing products. Lakia was showing us the behind the scenes of like rehearsing, dancing, and rapping and showing us how hard it is and stuff like that. Now jumping into the drama, well, not quite the drama, but jumping into the deep stuff. Destiora did not sign her contract. She didn't sign it, and I feel like that's, if she feels like that's the best bet for her, then so be it. I feel like a signed artist definitely gets way more because you do have the machine behind you. But if you feel like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to do it right now, I feel like she knows the industry well enough to know whether she should do it or not. Now, in terms of the showing up to events, I feel like, let's just get into the drama now. Ari didn't show up to the Wait-A-Min not cosmetic thing, the Wait-A-Min truck thing event that Jada had. So if Jada chooses to not show up to the cosmetic release, I feel like that's fair enough. If you're not supporting me in a certain way, then I shouldn't have to feel obligated to support you in any way. But it ended up being that Ari and Tay didn't go to Jada Waita's birthday party because she didn't show up to the cosmetic release, Ari's cosmetic release. I feel like it's just tit for tat, and I feel like if that's how it's going to be, just don't go to any of each other's events and call it a day. If you guys aren't going to support each other, you guys just aren't going to support each other. Now, I loved the performances from Destior and from Lakia, the Rolling Loud performances. What I didn't like was that Des had a smaller stage. I didn't like that, but Lakia killed her performance. I loved that. Now, mommy wanted, and when I say mommy, I'm talking about Jada's mommy. Jada's mommy wanted them to celebrate their party together. Now, once I heard glamping, I was like, you can go to hell. I'm not glamping nowhere. But after seeing the venue and stuff like that, I was like, wow, like it was a really good idea and it came together. The sisters were able to finally work out their issues, and I feel like Jazz and Jada have a really good connection despite their troubles and despite their back and forth. I feel like they have really good chemistry, so I like that. But yeah, we close out the season with the weird stuff again. Jada feeling as though Ari sent her a subliminal on Instagram with her close friends by saying something about the BDs and stuff like that, and Jada was like, wait, you talking about me? Wait a minute, you talking about me? And Ari's like, why would I be talking about you? You're my friend. And she's like, oh, well, I just wanted to make sure because you be throwing subliminals. And to that I say, it's a mixture of things. First of all, if Jada feels as though somebody's always throwing her subliminals or somebody is throwing you subliminals, wherever there's smoke, there's fire. So maybe she is throwing you subliminals and that's not your friend. That's one. Two, I do feel as though Jada did internalize what was posted on social media because she does, a hit dog is gonna holler. She does have that type of relationship with Dominique. But I also feel like she's not completely to be blamed, especially if you feel like a person is always throwing subliminals at you. Then you're gonna think, wow, is this another subliminal? So it's a mixture of both. I just feel like both of them, if they aren't gonna work out their problems, they should just kind of just stay far apart from each other. Ari wore pink. Why did you wear pink when your color was purple? And you see, like, stuff like that, I feel like is definitely weird behavior, and you can't say you're innocent and maintain this complete innocence when you're doing sending subliminal messages, when you're doing things like wearing the same color as somebody else is supposed to be wearing. I just feel like, like Ari's not completely innocent. Let me just say that. And to think that Ari thinks that basically she's completely innocent and Jada has something against her, I think that is completely false. I feel like there's just weird energy between them because of her subliminal messages that she sent and because of Jada internalizing certain things. So I feel like a mixture of both, not showing up to Jada's events, Jada not showing up to your events, all of that compiled bakes a really messy cake. So you can't be like, oh my god, what happened, what happened, what happened. This is what happened. But nonetheless, that's what I had to say about the season finale. It was a really good show, and I'm gonna do like a quick like overview of the show, but we'll talk. And don't forget to share your thoughts and comments down below on what you think of the show.